Hey, and welcome to Dario Comics. And I have drawn another page for my comic, The Last Pickup Artist. And today I will talk about this page and show you what I've done here. As you can see, this has the same size as the comic. I'm drawing in original size, but as you can imagine, comics like these are drawn on Bristol board. It's a bit more, it's like 11 by 17. Should be like maybe probably this size if I get it right. Like you draw one page on this, and the effect you get is that you can draw and storytell much better than if you draw smaller. But we'll come to that in a second. We'll go over the page. This is for my comic, The Last Pickup Artist, issue 3. If you want, you could sign up to my Patreon with as little as $1 a month, and you will get all the comics I will put out. Right now I have 2 out, and as soon as you get to $4, you could get 1 comic, and then as soon as you get to $8, you get both, and so on. Or you sign up for the first month and give me like 12, so I can ship this to you, and then so on. That's the plan in the long run. But yeah, let's take a look at this page. And of course, international shipping is a bit different right now. Due to COVID, it's a bit harder than it was, but yeah, we'll get that handled. So, I wanted this page to look a bit different than it turned out. Let me see, where are the layouts? Here are the layouts. So, I was originally having this page where this woman looks down with her face, and you can see her hair. And then she touches a guy with her hands at his head, because like she's gonna send him back in time. And then things pop up. We don't know if this character is triggering her, or it's memories from her past, or if the situation they're in is like bringing up their emotions. And as you can see here, as good as I can, yeah, she sits there, and there is he, and then I wanted another panel where this guy are saying something, Gary V from the first panel, and then Ken Wilber, and here I wanted to put in Russell Brand, and then she sends him back in time, and he starts fading, and boom, page turn. But as you can see, it didn't happen like this. I was laying this out. As you can see, there are some blue pencils down here, and I'm not very happy with every drawing. Like, it's not as cool as I wanted to make it, but we'll talk about that in a second. But other things were cool, because like the silhouette of the man, she bows down, she says concentrate, breathe deep. It's not a word bubble, it's just her hair, and the hair makes the panel border. This panel border I didn't even use a ruler. You can call it lazy, but sometimes I like the emotion of it. We'll see. And then she wanna send him through time, and that triggers something in her, and I'm not very happy about that face, because like this, I was laying out that she grabs his face, but not that he comes in this direction. Like, I was more going in this direction, but then I thought we gotta do this somehow. And yeah, and maybe better planning, better layouting, better pencils on bigger paper would have fixed that, and that is what I'm gonna do in the future. But I then had this in my head, that I wanted a cool page, and I'm worried that like like I was telling a lot in the previous pages. We'll come to this in a second, but issue 3 is kind of a showpiece. Like there's always 1, 2, 3, and then a huge beat, and I don't know if that's cool, but we'll find out. But the comic is a visual medium. I don't like it if you're like have text bubble and he's spilling out all the explanation. Like find out for yourself. And I wanted this to be, how do you say? I want the comic to be. It's a visual medium, and I agree with your boy Zach from Comiczeichner that the women have to look amazing and the men have to look strong. And I don't know what it is about comics or movies or books. Like I was watching the Netflix show Jupiter's Legacy, and for me it started very strong. Then the last episodes were not so great, but still I was so inspired by the show. And I think that is what comics and movies and these things can be, like inspiration and striving for a higher thing. Like when I'm showing you this page, I will send you straight up to, if you want to learn, look at what Arthur Adams is doing. I will link it down below on Instagram, and how he builds. Like if you want to do comics, it's not speed that counts, because I was turning this page yesterday out in a couple of hours, and that is how it looks, and that is what I wanted to do. But and that's powerful. But having strong, solid foundations where you know where everything has to go. Like let's look at this. This is J. Scott Campbell, and he knows how to build a figure, and he does this throughout the comic. And the comic is every page, every panel, everything delivers. Nothing is shaky, and this is what I want to strive for. And yeah, that means I will get better at the fundamentals. That will mean I have to practice the faces where everything is. So this is not very attractive. This is kind of okay, and this is much better. And as you can see, I'm learning. And you look at these drawings and you say, hey, it's not too bad, but it cannot hold up with the people up there. And I know I have the potential to be not one of the best, but there is potential. And so I haven't tapped that potential yet, because I have not learned my fundamentals. And speed then will come from alone. What I have is definitely a raw talent to tell stories, to tell things that matter to me. And now we will take a look at this. Like these two are the first pages of each of my comics. And as you can see here, this was drawn on A4, and it's my very first drawings and not so well planned out, but I'm putting a lot of story in it, and I'm drawing as good as I can. And it looks still good. It holds up okay. And this then I was drawing on A3, like much bigger. Like A3 is this comic and this comic together, I guess. Or is it like this? I don't know. It's a bit bigger. So I was drawing on a bigger page, and the details are very different. Like it's raining. You can see a lot of details, a lot of faces, a lot of story is told here. And look at this panel, for example. This is I hope it can be seen good, but like a lot of details. And then it's a question, do you need this? But I'm proud of this panel because it looks really good. Like and if you see like the page from up here, it's similar storytelling, but it has definitely a different look and feel to it. And there's no better or worse. It's just more detailed and bigger pencils and panels. But yeah, if we take a look And let's say this is a page from a John Romita Jr. cable. Like, look at the storytelling. Like, you have a lot of panels on these pages. The page can be easily read. Like, look here, here, here. But also every panel, if you zoom in or look with your eyes, is also very clear. And this is why drawing big is so powerful, because you have the space and the place to draw out. You don't have to draw so small, like, and it really hinders your, let's say, drawing game. So I recommend drawing bigger. The reason I draw in original size is because I have only a A4 scanner, and I don't really like to scan the page half and then the other half and then put it together in Photoshop. I like it to be one piece, one mold. But what I will or should do in the future is like get a bigger scanner, like put money aside, get a scanner that can scan a big Bristol board, and then get also better and bigger paper. And that's it for today. I hope I could illuminate a bit. It's a bit of a wonky video, but yeah, maybe it's definitely interesting. So see you in the next video.